BeASmileToday.com, where your smile makes a difference in the world. Today I'm going to make a hand, I don't know what it's called, but it's a game I used to play all the time in elementary school and junior high. What it does, what you do is you start with a sheet of paper. I'm starting with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I want to make this a square. So the way that you make any sheet of paper a square is you take the short end and you fold it so that it meets the other side. You crease, and this is your square. So what you need to do now is get rid of this. And you take your scissors and you very carefully cut along that edge. And now we have a square. If you don't have scissors, you can always take your ruler, lay it down, and then rip your line. So if you don't have scissors, that's an easy way of getting your paper torn. Okay, so we have our square now, and we have one diagonal line. We're going to do a series of folds. Now, the goal is to have more lines and folds, and then we'll create the game. So I've folded it once again on a diagonal, and so now I have this big X. What you want to do then is fold it in half, and then you want to fold it in half one more time. So now we have a square with two diagonals and two horizontals. Now you pull in one corner, each corner individually, put the point to the center, and rotate around to each point. Fold and point, fold to point. Now you have your square again, and it has these flaps. You want to make sure that these flaps are flat. Turn your paper around, and you want to once again take your points and fold in to the center. And you rotate once again all the way around so that you have each corner folded to center. You have this, you have your flaps, you have your other side, you have your flaps. Once again, you fold this way just to make the creases more firm, and you fold it again in half and in half. And now you have the beginning of your game, which you pull out the points from this, and it kind of automatically just wants to go to the center. So you put your fingers in like this. It's kind of hard to show you with that part of the camera. I'll get on the other side of the camera and show you. So you want to put your fingers in like this, like that. Thumb and index finger, thumb and index finger. And then you start opening and closing, like this. Okay, so the way the game goes is you number these. And you number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you're moving it back and forth, the person says, I want number 3. So you go 1, 2, 3. And then there's going to be words, or we'll put letters in here. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So when they get to that point with number 3, they say, okay, I want number C. So you open your thing, your toy, number C is folded out, and it's got a big smiley face. This one could have a heart. This one could have boo, or whatever else you want to write on here. I'm not going to write anything rude and crude. And then you can also write things here. So the series of events is, number 1, you make it. Number 2, you number, letter, or you can put words here. And then you have the fun part inside here. What is the game part? Jump up and down, touch your head. Or a variety of different things. You use your mind. I'm sure you'll come up with something. And the game begins with, you say, pick a number. And they say, I want number 8. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And say, pick. Pick a word, pick a letter. So here now they've got the letters to pick, and they pick, and then you open it, and they get to read what it is that they have to do. Like it says jump up and down, or it says I love you. You make your decision. I don't know what this game's called, but it used to keep me and my friends occupied for hours. You need a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, an ink pen, a ruler, scissors. You got it. That's what it is, and it works just fine. You can find a PDF download at thelifedialogue.com. Look in the right-hand column for the downloads link. Once again, that's beasmile.com, where your smile makes a difference in our world. Are you smiling?